Hey Rockstars and Earthlings, I'm Melanie Florence, and this is Hot Tea for the Soul. So this is elemental tea for the Earth peeps. This is for all the people who have got a lot of Earth elements in their charts, or the people who are looking for something practical material advice. Maybe this is a reading for you. All right, basic elements, that's what we connect with. I'm sort of an urban green witch. I've been reading the Greenwood Tarot for 25 years. It really connects in the energies that surround us, and that's what we're working with in the natural world, right? And so for this reading, I'm going to do a Greenwood reading, and then I'm going to add a whole heap of cards. We're going to build up and see what we've got for the earth element this week and what the general overall is. And then in the end, I'm going to do individual star signs in the timestamps for you in the comments below. So I also do personal readings for this month. I am gonna be for a month I'm gonna do personal video links sent directly to you for $50. Usually it's $70. If you're interested, let me know. I'll send one through in 48 hours. So I am gonna start with a few different cards from a few different decks. Then we'll see where it all goes, what the general vibe is. I hope you're really well this week. Let's see. All right, we start with the Green Witch Oracle, which I've only just got, which is by Sharon Darcy. She's also the Australian wildflowers. What are we starting with? Oh, we got berries. We got wholeness. We got mulberries. This is a wholeness of our being. This has got a real emotional. We're talking about a water element, so a real wholeness, and this wholeness about maybe our Wiccan being, really connecting with the mulberries, with the berries, and the fruit, and the abundance, and that juicy abundance sort of thing. It can be a little bit tart, like mulberry, but we're going to go with, there's a wholeness. There's these little bits of us that make us whole. See all those little bits that make a whole fruit just in there? Wholeness with the black mulberry. Okay, that's what we're looking for, Earth peeps. Okay, so next we have, I've gone with the Spellcaster's Oracle. Spellcaster's Oracle cards. Let's see what they've got for us this week. Alright, so a little bit of Wiccan, a little bit of Fae in. I'm going to add, I've been doing daily bits of elements on my Facebook. I'm going to add some the daily Fae as well. Why not? 4 extra cards. Why not? We'll do it. We've got prosperity. Look at this. This is nice and fiery. This is a fiery abundance. Look at that burning out. And that's it. It's all coming in. So there's prosperity and abundance around you. So there's a wholeness of everything you're going to have. There's a prosperity around you, and really pushing that energy out and taking that energy in. Prosperity. All right. Well, so I'm going to add a couple from the Earth Magic. Let's see. Oh, one. Release. This prosperity looks like it's in a state of release. You know, these autumn colors, it all sort of goes in this, you know, the equinox. So we're just about to go to the autumn equinox here in Australia, where we'll go over into autumn on the 21st. So this is in the southern hemisphere. But there's this beautiful colours, and this beautiful colours of prosperity and the growth inside of this. It's time to release perhaps things from the past and embrace your prosperity in this wholeness of yourself. The prosperity of the wholeness of yourself. It's time to release some old stuff. Okay, I also am going to give us one from Lucy Cavendish's Oracle of the Hidden Worlds, right? So this is a little bit Fae. It's got a little bit of, she's got all the Fae decks that I've collected. Or the fairy decks. Or the elemental decks. The Mother Awakens, compassion and guidance. So we've got something like these blessings coming from our heart. We've got this guiding light. We've got projecting out this rainbow of healing from ourselves. And so this nice, strong compassion, nurture, guidance. All right, this wholeness, this release, this prosperity in everything. There's going to be a nurturing mother, feminine energy inside of it. The mother inside you is awake. That mothering, loving energy. You're going to feel it maybe in the abundance of the world coming towards you. Ooh, I like this earth element. Okay, so I'm going to change it down. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to put it down to the table so you can see the reading build up. The Greenwood reading, really simple, really easy to flow through. And we're going to see what the energies are surrounding the earth element this week. And then I'll do the individuals in the timestamps. Okay, what do we got? Earth element. Right, give me 1 second. I got to shut a door. That's what I got. Kicked my toe. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's do this. So we're going to start one card for the present state. Let's start where we are. So I've been reading this deck for 25 years. This deck I've had for a while. And it took me forever to go. I've been reading for 25 years. Wow. It took a long time. This is stability. This is strength. There's a talking inside of this, but this guy has the prosperity. He has the abundance. He has so unsteady. He's won. He's got everything that he needs, and he talks about it, right? And so this could be this earthy elemented guy. It could be Gemini. There's a Gemini element in this, but this earthy element guy who manifests in the real world, right? And this is a manifestation of money. This is feeling that strength. This is an earth element. This could be you. This could be somebody you know. It might be feeling the strength in your element now that you're feeling this wholeness and you're releasing stuff. All right. All right, what do we got? The next energy is this spiritual mediator. So it's what the next energy that we've got to meditate on, right? What's the next energy around us? That one. Oh, frustration. All right, so there's a lot of things that might be being said, or there might be a lot of ideas. This is perhaps a lot of brainstorming that needs to be done. You've got ideas and you're not sure exactly where they go. They're not sort of hitting the target. You're putting them out there. All right, so this could be conversations that you need to be had or are being had. There could be frustrations of the mind. This is a air element, so it's a mind and intellect card. All right, so there's a bit of frustration going on. All right, it's in the senses because it's a 5. All right, so the next is our conscious will. It's what you consciously think about what's going on. All right, the Mother awakens. We've got a Father card and a Mother card. All right. Ooh, the conscious will. So there's an emotional new beginning. This is a new beginning, all right? You get to start afresh. You get to drink from the waters of life, all right? You've got this wholeness and this prosperity around you. You've released stuff. And so this is a real, like, new beginning for the a water element. So this is a new beginning of emotions. That's what you consciously will. So it's a new beginning. There might be a new beginning of a new relationship that's going on for you, or you're trying to start afresh and how you feel about things. That's what you're consciously going with. All right, what's the driving force? What's driving you? What's driving our earth element this week? What's the general driving force? Oh, I need to rest our minds. All right, it's time to not think about it all too much. It's not to think too deeply, and maybe it's time to, so your driving force is actually not think too much, where all this stuff is going on around you. You've got all this mental fever that's going on inside of your senses where you'd really like to rest and stop. That's your conscious will. All right, it's to take, and maybe it's time to take a breath and to meditate and to really delve into what you want and go through that process, and really take a little bit of time out, being able to settle your mind down on some stuff so you can get to more of these pragmatic business stuff maybe. All right. So over here, we've got our unconscious empathy. It's what we unconsciously think. We consciously will our unconscious empathy. What's the other side? What's the unconscious thinking here? Oh, balance, healing. I was actually thinking this card. I was thinking, oh, this is really your conscious and your unconscious. This is your physical world and your spiritual world. And this is that card. This is this healing sort of thing. All right, so this is a real temperance, is a Sagittarian energy, but it's really sitting around the waters, that drinking and being able to take some time to actually heal yourself and find that healing spot that you can grow from. All right, so there is a real spot inside of you that's going, I need to take some, I'm just not taking time out. The Hermit would be taking time out. This is time in to really heal, and this healing spot inside of you, finding that balance. Okay, so the next card is our challenge. So what do we need? What's the obstacle? What do we need to work on? What do we need to work on? All right, this is potent. This is potent masculine energy. This is driven. This king. This king is like cool, calm, collected. This king is passionate out there, and he is fired up. All right, he's inspired by his passions. He's inspired by the things that are going on around him. It could be that this is a person inside your life. It could be that this is an element inside of you that you're finding a challenge, finding that passion within, that strength to get up and going and keep going on this pragmatical, your ideas aren't necessarily hitting in. All right, but your challenge is to feel this passion. Your challenge is to take on this, or this is a person that you find that is challenging. All right, challenge of faith, of that strength of faith. All right, the next card is your healing element. That's what's going to help. So if this is what you need to work on, this is what you've got to work with. What do we got? What's the healing element for the Earth peeps this week? What's the healing element? What's the healing element for the Earth peeps this week? What do we got? Oh, home. Okay. So this is solid. So this is the strength and passion of your home and your endeavors, what you've built, what you've worked for. You know, you've got the fruits of your labor with the apple tree and it's ready to pick. And it's the strength of your home and your objectives and where you're at and the stability that you've created inside of everything. That's the healing element of what you've got going on. So the challenge may to feel the passion, but the healing element is that you're safe, your sanctuary. Your sanctuary is secure inside of what you've got. So it might be that this is your legacy and that you're looking forward and you're making investments into this, buying a new home and finding the home. But this is that 10 spot where we've been the master and we start again. And so this is, you know, a nice strength in everything that you've made is in that healing inside of your home. That's your healing element. So a nice wholeness and prosperity inside of that is exactly in this. We've got more fruit. All right, the mother awakens. Nice strength in here. All right, what's the general outcome for the Earth people this week? The Earth element. The Earth element. All right, this is clearance. So this is talking about spiritual clearance. This is about letting go of old beliefs of yourself. This is a letting go of what other people have said about you that you might have believed, that you were told over and over again. They're not your beliefs. You're allowed to change your belief at any time. You might get new information that you can encompass new beliefs. All right, this is spiritual backburning. This is going through and taking out the weeds from your garden and weeding out the things that you don't believe in anymore. All right, there's a really good meditation where you think about going to your garden, where you go to the garden in the back of your house and you go in and you plant the plants, right? And over time you go back to that garden and you weed it and you cultivate it and you weed it and cultivate it. And it's this really physical sort of meditation that you can go back to this garden anytime. Every once in a while you've got to prune that garden and you change it a bit, you modify it because you change your belief and the garden changes a little bit in your mind's eye. All right, so this is about finding what you believe in and clearing out the old and making room for new. All right, spiritual backburning to find your balance. All right, inside of all of this, there's a few things that you're going to find that you need to release. All right, that we're burning off in this autumn season. Release. Okay, so that's the general feels for the Earth peeps this week. Thank you for still being here. This is the sort of reading that I'll send out you a link if you like. $50 Australian dollars. I'll send you out a link personally for you. So I am going to bust into the individual star signs. So the first one is Taurus. We start with Taurus. What have we got, Taurus, in that house? Taurus in the house. Taurus in the house. There's 1, 2, 3. We want 3 for Taurus. All right, Taurus, what have we got going on for us this week? I hope you're doing really well. Oh, 2, we're following our path. 1 more, let's flick it out. Let's put 3 out. Oh, not 5, but I'm going to take 1 of those. All right. Oh, no, you know what? I'll take 3 because she turned up. All right, so this is having faith. All right, this is a match to this fiery guy, this fiery energy, and this is having faith in your path. And speaking it. This is this green woman, all right? This is the strength of speaking it. And you can see that speaking in the middle, speaking your path. There's a rebirth inside of this. All right, this has got a strength of character that you strengthen your passion. And this passionate queen is following her path, is following her love, is following her heart, is really taking it on. All right, and it's really speaking it in this Virgo energy, this really strong green woman, right? And we're speaking it again, like we've seen that the air here, this air symbol, this breath of life. We're seeing it again here, this breath of life, where we speak our truth, right? In the queen, in this abundance, in this empress, in this abundance, in this green woman. All right, so we follow our path and we're following our passions inside of there. Taurus, thank you very much for being here. Please hit like and subscribe. I hope you have a great week. Thanks to you, Taurus. Love you guys. Gotcha. Thank you very much. Next, we got Virgo. What's going on for Virgo in the house? We are in the home. We're healing in the home. Clearance is 1. What's going on for Virgo in the home? 2. Oh, one more. What do we got for Virgo? All that. Ooh, we got happiness. That the wheel is going to change, right? And we've got the sun. So the sun is coming, right? All right, so we've got some happiness. There's some sort of happiness here. We're going to fill our cups and fill them up with all different sorts of things. These are our friends, our family, our things. We find our attraction inside of this card, and it's finding a happiness inside of your heart, Virgo. All right, because that's where it's at. We also have the wheel turning. So we know that something's turning. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. We're going to come out, and the sun in the end is what this card's saying. We come out shining with this abundance and feeling warmth and bathed from. All right, so we have our dreams that we hold on and we go for, and we have the things that we let go. So old friendships, new friendships, the world turns over, but you're going to have happiness, and there's a moment in the sun. This is all going to come out in a great way if you're doing this backburning, finding this balance. All right, putting it all out there. All right, Virgo, thank you very much for being here. I hope that you vibe with that. Please hit like and subscribe. I will catch you on the flip side. All right, what more? Capricorn. What do we got? 3 cards for Capricorn. What do we got coming out of this week for you, Capricorn? All right, the Mother awakens. We've got these really strong energies, these practical energies. We're still finding the passion. How do we really speak that passion and how we feel about things inside of there? There's 2. One more to go. One more for Capricorn. What do we got? Whoa, I threw that out to the side. So, 1, 2, 3. So we have aiming potential. This is really setting your sights on stuff. This is really taking that potential energy and driving out. This is like, this person knows their skills. They've got them in their quiver. They know what they've got, their intellect, their aim. They know their breath. They know their companions. They're not alone, and they're really willing to take it on. This is potential energy. Take on the potential energy. It can be a Cancer energy inside of this card. Then we have expressing yourself. So we really are really talking out loud. We're talking about our love. We're talking from our love space, and this is communicating. And as this queen really will chop off your head, and she will take it out. She won't mince her words. She really does mean it. And when she's get going, she will tell you what she thinks. But at best, she's really communicating, and she's really going for it. She's really going to communicate her desires inside of here and what's going on in the hearthfire. Because we're talking about what turning in, what the home, and this is sort of stuff. This is really powerful stuff. Now we've been through all these frustrations, and there's a lot of balance and this rest inside of here that's been required. And there's something passionate. There's some challenge in the passion, and there's a clearance that's need to be made. But this is taking it on and communicating it, and communicating your strength and your heart's desires, and really that strength. You're turning those wands, that magic inside to your heart, and making it really happen, and talking about it, and making physical manifestation in the practical plane, Capricorn. Right, these are really strong energies for prosperity and wholeness. All right, release. All right, there's a release in here. We've got a release with these clearance. This is beautiful energies, Capricorn. I really hope that this has resonated with you. I'd really like for you to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. I will catch you on the flip side.